Welcome, folks. Another edition of Bitchin' Kitchen. Today, we do a Korean chicken wing.
Oh.
Of course, I'm doing Chinese. Anybody Asian sees this, they're going to go, this guy's racist. No, I'm not. Do you see a Chihuahua or a Cocker Spaniel in my kitchen anywhere? Oh, talk to me about that. Yeah, Korean spicy sweet chicken wings. And I stumbled over it. You go on YouTube, man, or you land on the couch. I go, oh, you can. It's just killer. It's so easy. I'm not saying this is easy. I didn't memorize. I got the ingredients and stuff, but as far as the steps go, I think I got it up here. Either that or there's a house fire. What do you care? Huh? All right. What you need is, I'll tell you what, as far as ingredients, I'm doubling the recipe. They had like a pound, which is what, 6 wings? Nobody does that. Koreans are like, yeah, we do. That's why we don't look like you fat fuck. So, yeah, that's a pretty good peshy. Do that again, Dallas.
Yeah, fat fuck, look at you.
Andy had that. Did you know she had it? I'm laying on the couch watching UFC last night. I made some wisecrack. I hear, oh, what? I'm sorry. See this? This is better than any invention in this kitchen. That's right, El Hecko. All right, what did I say? Yeah, so I got like 2 pounds of chicken wings. They're already split. You got to, split them. Take the tips off if you want, however. But look at that. They came like this. A new Korean store, like a half a mile from here. This is why we love this town. I'm expecting a little kind of a specialty Asian shop. I go in, it's the size of a Publix. There's ducks hanging. It looks like a duck holocaust over there. I was going through the ducks. Awesome. No, awesome. Just really beautiful. What am I doing? So you need a couple pounds of chicken wings. I'm rating you the way they have it. If you want to do 2 pounds, double it. Teaspoon of ginger, grated, fresh. Of course, I forgot that while I was there. A teaspoon of garlic. Again, I'm doubling all these. Teaspoon of garlic. Half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of black pepper. All-purpose flour, about a 1/4 cup. Again, if you're only doing a pound. Cornstarch, a 1/4 cup. There's the key to the recipe right there. Cornstarch and flour together is how you make crunchy chicken wings. And we're not baking them like little girls today. We're going to put them in the fryer so me and him have heart disease in a couple of years.
Yes.
By the way, Dallas's wife right now is literally she's about to have a baby any second. Dallas texted me last night, goes, she's leaking, and it sounded like he was talking about a Model T.
Leaking fluid. Way to go to Meineke.
Yeah, leaking fluid. I really thought about it. So she could burst any minute. So anyways, but we're not leaving. Dallas said he's already agreed. He goes, don't worry about it. Cornstarch, that's the key with the flour. And then for the sauce, you got a tablespoon of oil, and then like a 1 teaspoon of garlic. And this, you get it, again, you have Koreans, not Asian stores, or even in supermarkets, sometimes they have this. It's called gochujang. Gochujang. Korean chili paste. 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of honey, tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, tablespoon of soy sauce, tablespoon of brown sugar. That's the sauce after you fry the chicken. And you're going to put it in that. So there you go. We start here. They say 2 teaspoons of garlic. I grated the garlic myself. Got to get one of these, folks. It's a planer, micro planer. That's what you do with your garlic. You don't have to. But anyways, here is 1, 2. That's a lot of chicken, so I don't think it's a lot of garlic. And there's garlic in the sauce. Oh, goodness gracious, Eloise. Also fresh ginger, like I said, which I forgot, so I get ginger powder, teaspoon of fresh. So I'll use it. This is more potent than fresh, by the way, but you always want fresh. But let's say that's good enough, right? Is this unprofessional? I'm looking at the first time I've made them, so anyways. It says a half a teaspoon of salt, which is silly. Who uses a half a teaspoon of salt? I have that on my forehead after I work out. All right. Half a teaspoon. I double it, right?
Yep.
Wanna do it. Okay. Black pepper. Not sure why, but did I show you? Did I show you this?
Flip it upside down.
This is gochujang sauce. Gochujang. Yeah, it's Korean. They used to rub this in the eyes of U.S. soldiers in the 50s. Eyes of,
Torture.
yeah. Savory and hot, but it's the real stuff. It's chili, Korean chili paste. We'll get to that later. Black pepper. Here we go. 1/4 cup, which means I used a 1/2 cup of flour, right? All purpose. And 1/4 cup of, what did I call it? Baking. I always say, this is cornstarch. So I used a 1/2 cup of each. I'm going to combine them before I throw it in there. This is the key, man. The cornstarch. I don't know how I went so long cooking with not knowing that trick. If you want really crispy wings. I suppose you could bake these in the oven too, if you want to be a girl about it. I mean, I've done it. I make this other thing. It's called this hot and spicy. It's not Korean, but I bake them in the oven. Anybody look? It's gonna look like Tony Montana's bathroom. All right, there's your cornstarch and your what you call it, all-purpose flour. I hope that's not too much. I'm assuming I have a couple pounds of wings. All right, the garlic's in there, the ginger and whatnot. I already washed my hands impeccably clean. Yeah, the cornstarch is a key to getting a crunchy ass wing.
Not that guy anywhere.
All right, well combined. If if we weren't taping this, I wouldn't wash my hands. I like raw chicken all over the house. It's fun. Then they take a 1/4 cup of water, which this is something I haven't done, but they take a 1/4 cup. Like I said, I have more of a recipe here, so I will do a 1/2 cup of water. Slow down. I don't know, the guy uses a wooden spoon to mix this shit. So you're basically making a kind of a pasty, you know what I mean? See it all clumping though? Which is what you want. That's what makes your chicken all right. I got a little more. Oh, for the love of Pete. Yeah, so the water kind of makes a nice paste. So they'll sit there while we heat up the oil. And again, there's garlic and ginger and salt and pepper. Got the energy of a cancer patient today. I'm saying. All right. Anybody watch UFC last? We don't know when I'm going to show this, but good fights last night. Trump, by the way, again comes in. We're showing this tomorrow on the. Well, I can't say tomorrow on the show. You may have already seen this. He snubbed RFK Jr.'s wife, Cheryl Hines. An intentional snub like you've ever seen. He shakes RFK's hand. She's right here. She puts her hand out. He goes like this, looks her in the eye and goes like this. Because she she badmouthed him when her husband, she said, I'll pull for my husband if he works, but I'm not pulling for Troy. I'm sorry. People can go, that's petty. No. That's how I live. And it's why my mother hates me, my sisters, and everybody else, probably the wife. I don't give a fuck. If you do something to me where I didn't provoke it, I don't care if you're a 6-year-old girl. Trump is, I'm telling you, it's scary. All the shit people hate about him, I got all those traits. All right, oil, vegetable oil. You want to take a look at this? I'm going to put it on high here. They don't really tell you what temperature. This will take probably 10 minutes to heat up. But when we cook these, we're going to drop the wings in, batches at a time. You don't do them all at once, obviously. And you make sure they're submerged, like completely. I think it said 5 to 7 minutes. And then you take them out. And then you let them sit. I don't know why. Then you turn the heat up a little higher and put them in for like another 2-3 minutes so they start turning crispy. Then you take them out. You make your sauce, which is easy. You flip them in that, and you get diarrhea. All right. We're back with the magic of the internet. We're at 3. Yeah, we're at 340. I'm going to start putting them in. As you know, when you put stuff in, the oil cools down, right? Can I do this by hand? Oh, let me start always have your, you want to do these about 5 minutes, I think. I gotta make sure the fucking heat doesn't go to mile high, as it is. Here's 5 minute. Jesus, it's like a turkey leg. God. Korean store, this is probably, Cocker Spaniel. Oh, Nick, that's racist. I know, but it's so true.
Funny.
If you vote Republican. Okay, that's 350 on the money. So I guess 5 to 7 minutes. We'll come back and take a look at them then. They'll be here. When I got a B in math, my father used to put my hand in there. We're at about 5 minutes, and they won't have that much color on it at this stage. But see how the batter sticks to it because of the cornstarch. See what I'm saying? I'll give these another minute or so. Look at that, it's right on 350. I'm like Houdini. Nick, Houdini is a magician. I know, whatever. I'm like the frugal gourmet. I'll lure kids into my van with these chicken wings. That was a fruit. He dead now. You know what? Say that's enough. Kill the heat. See the breading though? Dallas, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
I guess I'll have these for dinner. Since I haven't done anything else. Next batch. It's still up there, so. I have no idea how many pieces of them you guys can count at home. So it looks like it's going to be 3 batches. I'm going to double the sauce ingredients too. It's a lot of chicken to cover. Might even triple it just to be an asshole. What? You heard me. Start the clock again. 2 Jews walk into a bar. They buy it. Oh, come on, folks. You know, I defend Israel all the time. And it pisses people off. I know. All right. I just don't like the Arab. This is the final batch. Been in there about 6.5 minutes. Look at that. You already did that, right? You got a close up of that? Look at them. Look at, see how clumpy and crunchy? I mean, Hooters would hire me tonight. Not as a cook, because I have nice tits. I'm a 63-year-old guy. Look. All right. I don't know why they're there. Let them rest. What? Now, at this point, I'm not going to change the oil. If we want to get them browner, and the oil's already a little brown, but this is my best weapon. This wok. I don't know if it's because there is enamel. I don't know, but nothing sticks to it. It's deep enough to do what I'm doing here. No more muss, no more wiping. I'm cleaning my oven as I speak. Remember those commercials?
Yeah.
Lady's laying in the hospital, her husband beat her senseless. I'm cleaning my oven. All right. What I'm going to do now, it seems kind of silly. Get the heat back up. Put these in. And you're probably saying what I said, why didn't you just leave them in for like 8 minutes or whatever? I don't know. Just following the Koreans. They seem to know a lot. I mean, have you ever had Doberman Pinscher with lemon? I'm trying to figure out why they would do. I guess it makes sense. I'll put them in here now. Or would that be there? I don't know. All right, yeah, here we go. It's at, guess what? It's at 350 still. I don't know. We let these sit for 10 minutes. That's what it said in the direction. Back. In. To the oil. Ow! Oh, I did get the oil. That wasn't a joke. I'm putting a lot in because they're only going to be in there a few minutes. Maybe we'll do it in 2 batches. You know who did that? Al Green's wife threw hot grease on him when he was in the shower. Gave him a better voice, though. He could hit the high note. But it's true. I think it was Al Green. I'm 99% sure. Threw hot grease on him. They were having a fight. Just giving you some ideas. People don't get along out there. What the? I'm sorry. 99 cents. More fun than your honeymoon. Hey, I gotta say, these are coming out better than I thought, folks. And I know why. While we were gone, I went on 23andMe. I'm a quarter Korean. I should be timing these. I'd say another 2 to 3 minutes, you throw them in there. At least what I thought. We've already been in there, what, a minute? 2? The house is like, I got a kid. He's hanging out of my fucking wife. Let's wrap this thing up. Is Dimitri Greek name?
Greek, primarily, but Russian as well.
I was going to say, I always thought of it as Greek, then I'm like, wait a minute, I've seen a lot of Russians,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
I like that.
Dimitri Star
For some reason, I like it better when it's Russian. Thought it was a Russian name. I don't know why.
Yeah, Russian spell it DM, the Greek is DIM. It was in the Greek spelling. Now Alexander is his middle name.
Okay, then the Dimitri's Russian. See how that works? Nobody's going to think that's the Greek Dimitri. He goes, yeah, and his last name is Kozgorkov. We already changed it. We just like Russian names a lot.
Boys and girls, as you know, I do stand-up comedy, and it's my bread and butter. It's my oil and vinegar. It's my pineapple and spaghetti sauce. They put it on pizza. That's how stupid it sounds to me. That's what I say to people. Still, do you put fruit in your tomato sauce, you fuck stain? Anyway, tour dates. April 25th, I'll be at Cohoes Music Hall in Cohoes, New York. And then May 15th and 16th at Zanies in Rosemont, Illinois. Here's something you got to listen up. Oh, merch. Merch? No. It says merch reader. For all you folks who love TikTok, I get great news. It just got a whole lot better. That's right. I finally got an account. I thought I had an account for years on it. That's how I follow my career. And we'll be posting content there that isn't on my Instagram or my Facebook. So open the TikTok app, and before you start scrolling through those clips of a puppy and a great white shark hanging out in the living room together, or two college co-eds throwing pudding at each other naked, before you get to that, and you will get to that, type in at Nick DiPaolo Comedy. Let me spell that for you real quick. NickDiPaolo Comedy. And then hit the follow button. Okay? You can watch full episodes of my show and Louder with Crowder and all exclusive Rumble content ad-free with one subscription. So join Rumble Premium and enter promo code MUGCLUB. That's one word to get $10 off your annual subscription.
Hi, good night, everybody.